G'day guys, my name is Jim Infinite and welcome to a build update for my triple Ancestral Warchief Facebreaker Ascendant Scion. And wow, the Essence League has been amazing so far. This build has certainly exceeded most of my expectations, even though the numbers for it in terms of damage were pretty astounding, just testing on standard with some really rubbish gear. And now in Essence that I've got some great gear, I'm currently sitting at 69k DPS with Conk Effect in, so that's my single target, and replacing that with increased area of effect for our clear is 43, almost 44k DPS, and that's per totem. So with all three out, we are absolutely destroying maps. And so far I have died. I got shotgunned by Goatman Shaman, absolutely wrecked me. I was caught trapped in a single place, and it was like a multi-proj map on Canyon, which is a tier 6 or something like that, and yeah, they just wrecked me in one go. So you know, I have died once, but this is standard, we can be forgiven. I am a standard player, so you know, I enjoy not having to restart my character. The Essence League has been pretty nice to me. I found an Exalt early on, which enabled me to buy the Bringer of Rain and a good pair of Facebreakers, which is 790% unarmed physical damage. I had one that was 720, but I quickly replaced that once I could afford it. And yeah, building around this item, the Bringer of Rain's been especially good, seeing as Abyssus are currently in Essence Standard or Essence Softcore League. They are 1.5 Exalts, which is crazy, and you can currently get a Bringer of Rain for like 10 chaos. So this build is definitely budget friendly, and what more can I say? Everything's been pretty cheap, and I've pretty much geared it all up. You know, there's not much more that I can really improve upon. In saying that, there are some things that I could, you know, min-max improve upon, but you know, that will work itself out eventually. So nothing's really changed for the setup in terms of the links, you know, running Ancestral Warchief totems, Fortify, added fire and increased area, and then just subbing in the Conk Effect with this useless chest. All it does is make me look good, and you know, typical Facebreaker scaling. The new big toy for this build is the Warden's Brand, which can give you up to, it's 15 to 50 on the physical damage to attacks, plus the 1 to 4. So you know, 16 to 54 flat fizz on a perfectly rolled one of these is crazy. The downside of this is 30% reduced attack speed, and you also don't get any frenzy charges for your totems, because totems can't inherently get any charges at all, which kind of sucks. But it's a low level ring and enables you to level with this. It's crazy. It's like going to give you a ton of DPS. Like if I take this off, I lose about 6k, which is not beneficial. I'm still thinking that running steel rings, the new steel ring base, will be better for the build on the whole, because you don't get the reduced attack speed penalty. My other ring that I'm running is 9 to 15, which is I think the top roll you can get. But you know, a good steel ring will beat this one, and then I think a good steel ring will beat this one. But you know, I could also run 2 of these bad boys, but I'd be really attacking slow, and also I'd be suffering for resists. I currently need this ring for resists, even though the rest of my gear is carrying me pretty hard. The boots are carrying my resists super hard. The new two-tone boots, like, people are knocking these just because you lose out on running, you know, rolling a lab enchant on your boots, which are pretty nice, but this gives 17 to fire and cold resistance implicit. So you know, I got 5 resists on this pair of boots, which is insane. These cost like 5 chaos or something like that. The only thing really lacking is the life on it, which is absolute shit. Apart from that, we're just running Meginauds, you know, nothing really special there. It could go up, you know, more cold resistance. Our tower shield here is decent, 2 resists. all LE resist and life, and then just mastercrafted the 4 to 6 flat fizz on it. The amulet is pretty good. It's got a pretty top tier flat fizz roll, and then just resistance and, you know, stat requirements. So that's pretty much it in terms of the gear update, which I guess is the main thing that's different about this build in the new league. I'm just probably gonna quickly run a map, and I have not prepared one earlier. I should probably mention my character's level 85, and yeah, I'm kind of stuck doing these maps that are pretty low. I can kind of stomp them. Let's do a canyon map and get some revenge on the goat shaman. Alright, let's do it. I don't know what the map was. The mods, we'll find out. It doesn't really matter. You'll see what the build's like here. Make sure I got increased AoE. Yep. And let's do it. Temp chains. Temp fucking chains, of course. This is gonna make my build look like it's super slow. Look at that shield charge. Amazingly slow. Yeah, the damage is insane. I might just try and like run through the end and just, you know, show you what the damage is like on the boss, even though these bosses do enrage and like they get super tanky. I'm not gonna really try and clear here, just try and run through the boss. I'm using vulnerability for the curse. You know, anything that's not dying quickly will soon die to that curse, giving the extra physical damage. It's pretty insane, and wow, they're like shock ground. I'm glad these new improvements. I have been noticing the, what do you call it, multi-threading has been helping out the performance a little bit, but nothing that amazing. Or these are the essences that you definitely want. You're going to be using these essences of contempt to craft the physical ring. So I've been gathering them up to improve the steel ring, like to craft some of them. That's the aim for this build, really. Oh, obelisk. Not today. This is horrible clearing. Usually I'm more methodical in terms of going through. I'm just trying to find these guys. These are not good bosses. Oh, these are guys that used to be in Village Rune, I think. And they're down. That wasn't too hard. Anyway, I'm just going to jump out. I'll probably finish this map after. Guys, if you have any questions about this build, or how it functions, or, you know, advice that you need for it, just let me know down in the comments. It's pretty simple. After all, it's really cheap, really effective, easy to gear for. I've got tons of wealth left over from doing this, so, you know, it's a good build to try. Ancestral Warchief totems are super meta at the moment. You know, a lot of people are doing it, and I think a lot of people are trying to do it with the Abyssus, but this is definitely a budget option for you if you don't have the currency, or if you just want to do something different. So there's always that. Be a hipster, be a unique snowflake. Thanks guys, I'll be returning with more PoE content soon. Hopefully make a new character. This is starting to get stale after doing like 2 characters with, you know, Ancestral Warchief. It's a bit boring. I need a more hands-on experience. Hopefully they'll be releasing those new channeled skills soon. I think this league's really lacking because it doesn't have new skills to try out. But the Atlas and all that has been great. I might release a video or something on, you know, my thoughts on the new league on the Atlas in the future. So thanks for watching the video, guys. My name is Jim Infinite, and I will see you in the next video.